All right, guys, I'm behind the camera right now. Paul Linn here for Lethal Arms Network. We are here with the champ monster Michael Todd and the gorilla Corey West, one of the fastest growing stars in North American arm wrestling and possibly the world. So this is tip of the week. I'm going to stay behind the camera and save you that tragedy of me being in front of it. And we're going to talk to Corey. One of the things about this sport in arm wrestling is people don't realize how many true injuries and how much pain is involved in the sport. Corey just suffered a pretty substantial injury. So let's talk about injuries in the sport and how to deal with them.
Well, this is actually my second big injury. The first one kind of went underlying for a long time. I cracked this humerus and didn't know about it for 4 months?
I'm going to go ahead and elaborate on that. He goes to the doctor and they x-ray him like, when did you break your arm? And he goes, I didn't. He goes, well, you did right there. So we fractured his humerus bone training and didn't know it.
Yeah, threw up, didn't know what was going on, just thought it was normal arm wrestling pain and pushed through.
And that's a good point to kind of segue. The arm wrestling pain, a lot of arm wrestlers are going to tell you arm wrestling pain, it's normal. There's a thin line between an injury and pain. And I don't think there's any true way to define the difference, right? But there are true injuries in this sport that we have to be aware of. But let's talk about your recent one and how the recovery's gone.
So I got really lucky. I had no pain ever. It didn't hurt when it happened. It didn't hurt when I had surgery. I had a great doctor that said I was a weirdo and that I should have had some pain and I should have had a lot of things. I got lucky enough to not have to PT. My strength.
What was the injury?
I tore the bicep tendon off the bone. Yeah. But I've been lucky, man. It didn't seem that serious, I guess.
He may not be the right guy to ask for this. Yeah. My stuff was horrible.
So the biggest part for me was the mental part, all the backpedaling and the regressing and the losing 150 plus pounds on my bench press and, not being the number one left-handed guy in Arkansas anymore.
So
He never was.
what's your advice to new arm wrestlers if they suffer an injury, how to deal with it positively?
I mean, it's all mental. Every bit of it's mental. If you can stay positive and stay looking forward and not let it beat you down, then you'll be better than you once were, for sure.
Excellent.
So on that note, are you more motivated now after the injury than you were prior to the injury?
Great point.
Yeah, and I figure if I wasn't going through all these life changes right now, it'd be even more, because life is so crazy right now.
Yeah.
New house, new job, new everything. But yeah, the desire to be better than I was is greater than ever.
And that is a scary thought, guys. But that's what injury does. It either holds you back, sets you back, or it sparks that fire and you just come back stronger and better. And that's training with this guy for the last 2 years and watching him be patient about his success and his progress. Well, in 5 years, I want to be here, Yeah. Once he was off the table for a couple months after that surgery, I saw that fire in that dude, and he's like, it ain't going to take me 5 years. Okay, because I'm retiring, so it's all good.
It was way more aggravating than anything. It was just aggravating. Like, it just bothered me a lot.
Well, he's been a strong person his whole life.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
at 11 years old, he's 6'3", 330, so
Yeah,
he's always
I've been
been a very strong human being. And to have that strength taken from you, it does make you hungry to get back strong. When I tore my left elbow, when it blew apart, landed on the table behind me in the middle of the match, I lost 3.5 inches in my left arm in 3 weeks. Right. And it was one of those things. You either let it beat you down just like a loss, or you come back stronger.
It was weird. They took that cast off, and I was like, "That's not my arm." Get out of here with
What's that little thing?
Well, there you have it, folks. Take that injury and use it as a motivator. If you want to see more of the gorilla, check out Monster Michael Todd on YouTube. This is his primary training.
That's good.
Don't act like you know how to teach this doing arm wrestle. There's no path to victory. There's zero path. Wrist pop.